We had to go to the dark side, y'all. I got my robe on, I got my dark lipstick, because we finna talk about Love During Lockup. We finna talk about Gabby and Chris. Oh yeah, Gabby. Everybody, this is me, the infamous Kiki. This is Love During Lockup. We're the couple we're talking about. I got my notes here. Gabby and Chris. Who am I? I'm infamous Kiki. Let's see. I'm a mom, writer, entrepreneur, artist, business owner. I own 3 Etsy shops. What else do I do? I've been in blogs. I've been in Wall Street Journal. Been interviewed by different people. Check out my links. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And let's get in and have a good time. So we're talking about Gabby and Chris. Gabby is living in New Jersey. She's 25. Chris is 31. I haven't seen Chris's charges. I don't know. I think he was maybe some intent to distribute and everything like that. In the first episode, Gabby is saying she has these pictures, this kind of like photo montage where she's like, I'm spoiled and I like everything my way. Okay, first of all, let me warn y'all ahead of time, because out of everybody on this show so far, who has driven me the craziest is the Gabby and Chris situation. So Gabby's like, I'm spoiled. I like everything my way. Okay. First of all, her occupation says she's a cocktail waitress. Okay. Then, like, you know, Gabby has her mom on there, and she's telling her mom about what's happening. So she met this guy named Chris. I forgot how she met him, but probably another one of these prison pal. Or I think she met him through another friend. Yeah, I think she met him through somebody else. A friend introduced them, was dating his cousin, or she was friends with one of his cousins, or something like that. That's how she met him. Gabby is young. She's only 25, so she's saying that she's never really been in love. She's never really had a real relationship. That's what she told the camera. But then her mom was like, you've been engaged like 4 times. And I'm like, okay, well, which one is it? How do you not have a real relationship, never had a real relationship, never been in love, but you've been engaged like 4 times? So I feel like there's a story there that hasn't been tapped into, or maybe somebody need to find an ex-boyfriend or ex-fiance of hers out there. I don't know. But that's just kind of weird. But she's young, 25. She really shouldn't be trying to get married and all that. You know, she's young. And Chris, he's 31, and then he's, like, whenever they talk on the phone, he seems enthusiastic and stuff like that. Apparently, Chris got beat up or assaulted by guards while he was in prison, which is tragic and stupid. Oh my God. And so he received like $100,000 or so settlement. So he sent $60,000 so far to Gabby. I'm like, hold up, pause. Okay, you know you got to come out of prison where it's hard for you to get a job, hard for you to find a place to live. So you're going to give this money, and I believe that Gabby and Chris have been talking for a couple of years now. I think maybe like a year now. So it's been a little over a year, I believe. So it's not really that long. You didn't give this girl $60,000. What did she spend the money on? A BMW, some furniture, her rent. I'm sure she's probably spent it on going hanging out and a bunch of other stuff. It's not like he won $1 million, people. It's not like he won, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, he won. His settlement, I think, was $130,000. So I was like, that man ain't gonna have no money when he get out. Like, I think she finessing him for money. And the fact that he's dumb enough to give this chick $60,000, and I'm like, you don't have any family? You don't have any, I don't know if Chris has any kids or anything, but I would much rather have my money his money is with the lawyer, and so he authorizes the lawyer to write her a check whenever she wants money or everything. But it's like, she not taking the money and getting everything really prepared. Buying furniture and a BMW and paying rent is not really getting prepared. She should have took that money and tried to flip it, tried to invest it, or just saved it in the bank. I'll just save, or just left the money alone with the lawyer. But he bought her a $5,000 wedding ring, and I'm like, Okay, so in this situation, I don't know who's dumber, her or him. I think him, because there's no guarantee that he gonna get out and they even gonna last, and then you just blown $60,000 of money that he really needed to get back in society and get to be normal. They acting like he won $1 million fucking dollars. Like, it's $130,000. If you blew like 60,000 of it, so he spent it already, and then she talking about some secret stash or something. But again, it's $130,000. It's not $1 million that he won. But even if he did want $1 million, I promise you Gabby would blow through it. But anyway, Gabby's mom is just trying to talk some sense into her in the second episode. But she decides to go wedding dress shopping. And we found out that Chris is locked in the shoe, which is solitary confinement. So something happened. Who knows? But he wrote to her saying he's in solitary confinement, so he can't call her, he can't talk to her while he's in solitary temporarily. I mean, I think that Gabby is really using Chris. Like, she says she loves him, wants to have babies and whatever like that. I don't know what to believe really in this situation. I don't know what to believe. But I think she's immature and just short-sighted. Like, the stuff that she talks about and the stuff that she do is, again, some of these people sound infantisimal. They sound like 14, 15-year-old kids. And then Gabby's saying, I'm spoiled to have all this money. I saw the mom in her house, and I'm just like, you spoiled how? Like, I'm thinking that she came from like big bank to little bank. Like, she got all this money and all. Girl, no. Whoever spoiled you, they need to unspoil your ass. Like, really, they need to undo that. If I had a child that acted like that and thought like that and didn't save even if a dude giving them another money, and they don't have the foresight enough to be like, I'm going to save this money. I'm not going to go out and buy a BMW. That's just home training. I'm sorry. Like, like I said, I don't even mean to be dragging these people. But that's home training. My kid at 8 understand if she get a bunch of money, she going to be like, okay, I need to invest it. I need to figure out what. My kids know this, and they under the age of 12, and they understand about investments and money and saving money and how you need to live on money. My kids, they ain't no designs of them being incarcerated or anything. But I'm just like, what kind of values are you teaching your child where your child burned through $60,000? Where she wedding dress shopping, she looking at a dress that's $12,000, $30,000. Then she called a lawyer, and the lawyer's like, well, I can't get his authorization, so I can't give you the money, which is purely legal. She throw a hissy fit, get mad, embarrass her friends are there with her, embarrass them. Like, you sitting there throwing a hissy fit, just come back and get the dress at a later date. I don't know how long Chris is going to be in the shoe, solitary, but, just go back and get the dress and not find another dress. It's like, this person, the way she acts is just not, I don't know. Like I said, it's like dealing with one of my kids. Like, I mean, I was just like, is she throwing a temper tantrum like my 8-year-old dude? Like, girl, you 25. Like, what? Like, you are 25. I didn't throw temper tantrum at 25. 25, I was living on my own. In school. In college. If anything, she should have saved that money up so Chris enough, maybe he want to go to college. Why are we not talking about him getting out of jail and getting a higher education? Him getting out of jail, getting a trade, getting a job. Like I said, this stuff is just like over these people's head. It's like, okay, he gonna need money when he get out. I'm telling you by the end of the show, my prediction for this Gabby and Chris, that she gonna burn through all his money. By the time he get out of jail, he gonna have like $20,000 left. It's like they don't have no concept of what money is. Like, you gonna need money to live on for at least a year or two to get yourself settled. None of that is discussed. It's like, baby, I want a $5,000 ring. I want this. I want that. You do this. You do. Girl, get your weight up. I said, Gabby, get your weight up. What are you doing? I would have flipped that money real quick. I would have invested that money. I would have took the money, put myself through school, put myself through college. If I really down for my man, I would have made sure that when we get out of jail, we're gonna take this money, do a down payment on a house to where you ain't never got to make no house payment. Buy a nice car to where you ain't never got to worry about having no car, and just live off the rest until you get yourself established and you get income coming in. Like I said, I can't use age as an excuse because he 31 and she 25. Even 25, I knew this. Like, I mean, especially in a situation somebody incarcerated, like, okay, so, and then the idea that I'm spoiled and I get and you throw a tantrum and have a hissy fit because you couldn't get $20,000, $30,000. Girl, Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Like, Gabby drives me absolutely positively crazy. And then she's upset about other things, and then she's taking it out on her mom. And then, like, I couldn't have my kid even talk to me the way Gabby talks to her mom. I'm mad right now, Mom, and you ain't gonna support me. Girl, get the hell out of my house with that bullshit. I mean, we're finna real talk y'all today. My kid say some shit to me, I don't care if my kid 30, 40, 50 years old. I know you ain't talking to me on the stoop of my house. Girl, bye. You better get on with that, man. I'm not finna come dress shopping with you. Girl, don't. You better. You call me when you learn how to talk to me. That's what I would have told my kid. Call me when you get a dose of act right. You know how to talk to me. Now, the same thing with Indy and Yolanda, with the other couple. You know, Yolanda did not agree with Indy. You know, her mom's a bail bondsman, but it was not a sense of disrespect that she was talking to her mom. She's like, yeah, Mom, I know. But it wasn't a sense of hostility and disrespect between them two. But with Gabby and her mom Sharon, like, the way she talked to her mom is straight up, like, disrespectful. Like, the tone is disrespectful. Like, the way she say things to her mom is just very highly disrespectful and entitled. And I cannot stand disrespectful, entitled ass people. That grinds my gears, because of all things, no matter what I do, I'm going to stay humble. You know what I'm saying? I understand where I come from. I wasn't raised to disrespect people, talk to my elders like they stupid. Regardless of what decisions I've made and things that I've done, you know, I just, you know, I do things and explain it, and they don't agree with it. They do, they don't. You know, you talk it out like adults. But I'm going to sit there and just tell my mama, talk to my mama like that, and then you talk to the lawyer like that, and he's like, look, I got things to do. And you can't understand that. You too immature in your own mind to understand that, like, there's things that he has to do to approve to cover himself legally. When you're dealing with somebody and dealing with that amount of money, you ain't even talked to Chris. He you know, granted he was on solitary, but you ain't talked to him about, I want to go buy this dress. She didn't even tell him that she was out dress shopping. He'll think it's okay to spend $30,000 on a dress. And then her friend sitting up there. Who is these people? If that was my friend, I'd be like, girl, I'd be like, sister, let me come on, girl. Let me pull you aside. Let me real talk you real quick. Girl, don't you think you should not be spending this money? It's like her friends were like, just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Let her throw a tantrum. All right. Like, that couldn't be my friend. I'd be like, girl, I would have went over to be like, girl, you need to get a grip. Couldn't be my friend. Like, you're not finna sit up here and embarrass me on national TV. You sitting there throwing a tantrum in front of the lady at the dress shop, and I'm supposed to sit here and sip on my Chardonnay like this. Like, well, you know, and you gonna blow $30,000 on a dress, and then the wedding is gonna cost probably how much wedding it probably would have been $100,000 wedding, what she wanted. I mean, I would pull my friend to the side and be like, look, dude, you know, you really gotta think this money's not gonna last forever. Like, he gotta have some money. Don't you think you need to slow down a little bit? Like, I would pull to the side, you know, friend to friend, woman to woman. You know, if you really love this person, then you gotta make sure that they have a good way when they come out. But it's like with Gabby, it's all about her. It's not about Chris. It's all about me. I want this. I want this. I want that. I want these babies and I want all that. Okay, well, can Chris even be a father? Does Chris even have other children? Is he ready to be a father? It's like she has something in her mind that, like, this fantasy island fantasy in her brain, that she is determined to make it happen with this person. And like I said, whether she really loves this person or love the idea of being with him and his money is dubious at best. I question all side-eye it. So I'm stay on Gabby and Chris, because like I said, Gabby, I can't stand entitled, spoiled people, because nobody is entitled to anything. You know, your money can be taken away from you in an instant. You know, people who work hard for what they have, that's great. People who've done everything in their life to pull themselves up, to better themselves, no matter how much money you have, you should be considering trying to better yourself. Not just, I want to sponge off somebody, I want somebody taking care of me. Like, you know, life shouldn't always be about that. And people who feel like they're entitled to something, that they deserve something, that's not how life works. Because you can lose anything and everything and every person around you in an instant. You can be in a wonderful relationship and then boom, that person could pass away. That person could find somebody else. That person could be cheating on you. That person could change, flip the script. Like, you don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna stay on Gabby and Chris, because they had my blood running hot, because I'm just sitting there watching it going, she did what? She would what? A $30,000 dress? Like, girl, what? This ain't Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Who you marrying? Jeff Bezos? Like, girl, it's like, I don't know. She's like, she wants to be something so bad and feel important and feel this sense of like she's a queen or something. Like, girl, life is not about that. You feel good within, you can feel good within yourself. You don't need, oh, I gotta have all this stuff and all. I mean, damn, girl, like you from Orange, New Jersey, you know, like you a cocktail waitress. Okay, girl, God, girl, like I said, girl, bye, girl. But anyway, that's enough for me today. I just, let me calm. Let me go back and sip my mimosa and calm down. But anyway, that's it for this episode. You know, like, share, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see y'all for the next dark. I got the dark lipstick on because we're going to the dark side of the couples, and we gonna get on Max and Tara next. Yeah.